Buying your first home can be exciting, but also a little scary. This especially applies to today's real estate market, given the housing inventory is down and mortgage rates are elevated. The more information you have about home buying, the better position that you'll be in. Here are some tips to get you started and get you set up for success. Get pre-approved for a mortgage. Mortgage pre-approval isn't the same thing as a full mortgage pre-approval, but it will give you a sense of how much money you should be able to borrow for a home. And in a tight housing market, that information is invaluable. When you're negotiating, you can tell the sellers that you're pre-approved for this amount of mortgage, which gives you an advantage over other competing buyers. Formulate your home buying budget. Beyond relying solely on pre-approval figures, personalize your budget based on your financial comfort zone. Consider not just the money that you can borrow, but what you are genuinely willing to spend. Evaluate the school districts. Recognize the correlation between home prices and school district rankings. Determine the significance of local schools in your decision-making process, as this could impact your housing options. Don't finance high-dollar items when you're looking for a new home. You want to minimize new debts, such as significant purchases or loans. Adding to your debt is the last thing you want to do when you're about to apply for a mortgage. The less debt you have, the more likely you are able to qualify to borrow money to purchase a home. Maintain job stability. Sustain stable employment if you can during the mortgage application process to reinsure lenders of your financial reliability. Transitioning jobs could potentially jeopardize your mortgage approval, and you'll need to wait to buy a home. Monitor your credit. Prioritize optimizing your credit score before applying for a mortgage to secure a more favorable interest rate. Fix any discrepancies in your credit report to strengthen your financial standing. You'll need a credit score of at least 580 to be able to purchase a home. You'll want a credit score of 620 if you want to qualify for any of the first-time homebuyer money-saving benefits. If you need help on how to get your credit score there, not all lenders, but certain lenders will help you look through your finances and figure out exactly what you need to do to get your credit score where it needs to be. Plan for the down payment. Adequate down payment planning can alleviate financial strain in the long run. Your down payment requirement is based upon what you qualify for as a first-time home buyer. Everybody has different down payment requirements, so make sure you find out what yours is. Don't forget to account for closing costs. Anticipate and budget for closing costs, which typically range from 2 to 6% of the loan amount. Understanding these expenses prevents any financial surprises in the future. Did you know that you can negotiate your closing costs? Explore opportunities to negotiate certain closing costs with your lender or the seller. Seller contributions toward closing costs can alleviate financial burdens during the home buying process. Your realtor can walk you through how to do this and what your options are. Distinguish between your needs and your wants because they are not the same thing. It's pretty rare that you're going to find the perfect house, so you must identify the features you absolutely need and then make a list of all of the items you would like to have. That way, you know how to spot your deal breakers. Research property taxes in your areas. You should research what property taxes are associated with the home that you're interested in because all cities and counties have a different rate. You'll want to budget for maintenance. Many first-time homebuyers get very excited to buy a house, but they don't factor in having enough money for upkeep and then sometimes struggle after the fact of buying the home and needing to repair things. Try not to buy a home that maxes out your budget. Also plan to do some maintenance yourself to keep your costs manageable, but make sure you have some money in the bank after closing just in case something were to go wrong with the house. Though you can finance a lot of things, it's best to have some money saved up just in case. Prioritize home inspections. Never forego a home inspection before finalizing your purchase. You can choose to attend the home inspection and get firsthand understanding of the property's condition and necessary repairs, but they're oftentimes done on business days and you can't get off work. So if you can't attend, then your realtor will attend on your behalf and they will relay all information to you. You can also call the home inspector once they're done with the inspection and get firsthand information on the phone that way. Be careful when buying new construction. The idea of buying a newly built home can be very appealing, but a new construction home can be a mistake if you go about buying one the wrong way. And yes, there is a wrong and a right way. A tip: don't buy new construction from a developer directly. Instead, get an agent to negotiate on your behalf. Ideally, one who knows the builders in the area. And you also want to prepare for some delays because the builder might say the house will be ready in 4 months, but oftentimes things happen and they need to push a month or two. These are general tips I've learned along the way, but everybody's situation is different. So if you want more general home buying tips, just watch the next video. If you want to hear more about building a home versus buying new, check out my last video. As I always say, knowledge is power. And knowledge is saving you a lot of money and making sure that you have no surprises on the largest purchase of your life. If you want to continue to learn, like I said, watch the next video. If you want to ask questions and find out what your personalized home buying process would look like, schedule a free 30-minute chat session using the Calendly link in the channel description and choose a time that is best for you. If you're moving to the Richmond, Virginia area, I would love to work together. If you're located elsewhere, I can still help you with your home buying process, so do not be afraid to reach out. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more helpful tips.